Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't have much to say on today, but it's testimony time. I tell you the truth, man. For all you families out there, all the families, stay encouraged, because here's the thing. It's not always the enemy coming against you and your children. It's the person that's in your home. Good morning, good morning. It's the person in your home. It's not the devil. It's the person in your home. The person is prideful. They have an ego. They're a narcissist, and they're selfish. And that's the works of their flesh. It has nothing to do with the devil. I pray that you all hear what I'm saying on today. I'm going to testify for a moment, because my younger son was always between my house and his dad's house, my house and his grandma's house. And so everyone knew about my younger son, even if he wasn't in the home, because I talked about my baby boy. Always. And so with that being said, I've told you all before, I've never been married, but I had boyfriends, right? And so, but this message is for married couples and unmarried couples who are in a relationship, and you have a child that's in and out of your home. You may have a child with the person you're with, but your other child is by someone else. And, this happens more often than people want to admit. But anytime my son would come home, although the guy would be like, oh, I would love to meet him, I can't wait until he come. Once my son was actually in my home, this dude would catch an attitude. And it was every single time. And what I don't understand is, even with women, I don't see how you could feel comfortable with him being in the home with you and your children that you have together, but not with his other child. And then you get upset when the other child comes around. Are you for real? See, God knew somebody needed to hear it. Wow, Big Phil. Because this is real. This is real. Oh God. Mike, yes. Mike Bailey, yes. Listen, man, this is from the Lord, because there are so many people who go through this, and it's like, I don't just have children with you. I have children outside this marriage or outside this relationship, and we are a package deal. This is not one, it's just me and you. And I don't care if we have children together. I have other children. You're going to have to respect the fact that I have other children as well. So I'm going to tell you, I'm that type of woman, and I'm that type of mom. I'm very overprotective of my children, which meant if the man didn't want to, if he didn't like my child, guess what? He had to go. And it wasn't about my child not liking him. If he did not respect the fact that I had another kid, and I just, I don't understand how some men think they can have the woman but not the child. I don't understand how women think they can have the man but not the child. It's a package deal. And for those of you who think it's the devil all the time, no, it's that person's ego. They're a narcissist. They're selfish. It has nothing to do with the devil, but everything to do with their character. Don't you get it twisted. My God, my God. What you say, stay out of your house? Yo, listen, Big Phil, man, no, because people are trying to blame it on the devil, but they don't want to admit, no, I got an ego problem. No, I'm selfish. No, I'm a narcissist. No, what? No. It's not the devil. It's your stinking thinking and your stinking character, sis. Bruh, it's you. It has nothing to do with the devil. It's you. And they'll try to blame everything on the devil when it's them. It's their thoughts. They're speaking their thoughts, and they'll try to say that it's the devil. No, you're really mad that my child is here. They'll say little slick remarks, and then all of a sudden, all kind of conversations are about children, and then all kind of stories are about children. My God, I'm just telling you, men and you women on today, my God, please. Here's the thing. I know the children can be disrespectful. That is not what I'm saying. But you as the adult, you've got to have enough patience, love, and kindness for the person that you are with. And you've got to know that these are that man's children or this woman's children. Too often in life, we have it where like our own children that we gave birth to are disrespectful. That is what's going on in this day and age for some reason. These kids think they can disrespect their parents. Like they don't even have to be like your children that you gave birth to will disrespect you. So of course somebody else's child go disrespect you. I've had to put my kids in check because when they lived in my home, they knew not to ever disrespect me. But once they started living out on their own and all of this, they thought they could talk back, and I had to put them back in their place because I gave birth to you. Don't play with me. I'm your mama. I raised you. Don't do that. I don't care what you see other kids doing with their mama and their daddy, but I come from a different breed, and I don't play that type of game. Many parents are afraid of their children. I tell you the truth, I'm not going to be afraid of anybody I gave birth to, period, point blank. I don't fear any man or woman on this earth, and I'm definitely not going to fear a child that I gave birth to and I raised. What type of nonsense is that? And many people are afraid of their children. The devil is a liar. But for those of you men and women, don't ignore the subtle remarks about your child that your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or your boyfriend is saying. Is all I'm telling you. Them subtle remarks, they mean it, and it's not the devil, it's their own thoughts. I can't stand people who always try to blame things on the devil. So you telling me you don't have your own mind? So you telling me that you possessed by the devil? Because if every time you do something that is not right, that it's the devil. So see now, so you possessed by the devil then? You don't have any thoughts of your own? You don't control anything that you do? So that means you possessed by the devil. And then another thing. Good morning, Gerard. Good morning, Nairobi, Kenya. Good morning. So here's another thing, you all. So you got people that they try to blame everything on the devil. No, really, it's your stinking thinking, sis. Bruh, your character stinks. Like, it ain't the devil. It's your stinking thinking and your stinking character. You have no respect for others. You feel like everything is about you. You are egotistical. You are a narcissist. You are selfish. You don't care about anyone but you. You care more about you than your own children, and people can see it. So don't sit up here and try to play them type of games like it's the devil, because if that's the case, you're demon possessed and you need them demons cast out of you in the mighty name of Jesus. When you are an adult and you can't take accountability for anything, like, yeah, you really, you got some issues, yo. Like, you can't take accountability for nothing. Like, everything is the devil. Nothing is you. Come on. Like, you can't take accountability for any of your actions, sis. Like, everything is the devil. It ain't your nasty mouth. It ain't those nasty words that's done festered up in your heart and now they done come out of your mouth. Yeah. People are so funny to me. Like, they really crack me up, you all. Like, everything is the devil. So that means you demon possessed. Like, you ain't got no God in you at all. Like, you just straight up demon possessed. You a whole demon, yo. What, so you the devil in the flesh? You can't, good morning. So you the devil in the flesh? Because ain't nothing your fault, everything the devil fault. So that means you the devil in the flesh, right? You one of his minions. Nothing is your fault, everything the devil fault. Oh yeah, you Satan in the flesh. Yeah, you got a spirit in you. you demon. Since everything the devil fault. I mean, God can't do nothing with you. Everything the devil fault. I wonder if people realize how they sound when they blame everything on the devil and don't take accountability for any of their actions at all. You know, I'm just telling you all, don't ignore the subtle remarks about your children, because I'm that mama. I will take you down if you think you go play with my children, if you think you go do any fiery darts towards my children. I'm that mama that I'm going to war for my children. I don't care who you are, where you are, inside the church, outside the church. You think you go play with my children, do any type of witchcraft or sorcery against my children, you better know if you got children, everything that you spoke against me and mine coming back to you and yours. Watch your mouth. You know, you got too many people that sit up here and try to play with you and your children. And I'm telling you, man, dads and moms, y'all better start speaking up for your children, because at the end of the day, the enemy after your children, and then those jealous people even in your own home that are jealous of your children. Man, I went through this so many times with my younger son, because he's the one that would come and go. Because, you know, his family was in California. I was in Tennessee, you know, and when you co-parent, you know, you got to. But my mom and my dad did the same thing with me. You know, like my mom in Tennessee, my mom sent me to St. Louis with my dad. And my dad is from Africa. And so, like, I was in St. Louis with my dad as a teenager. And when my mother sent me there, he wound up getting married or whatever. And then, like, my dad didn't know that my stepmom was being mean to me and saying slick little remarks to me and doing mean stuff to me. So when I ran away, you know what I mean? Because I constantly ran away. Like, I ran away so much because when I would tell my dad that she would say something to me, my daddy would tell me that I was just a teenager and I didn't know what I was talking about. But his wife was attacking me. She was jealous of me. I was his firstborn child. And then my mother sent me there, and I was there before she was there. Like, it's not like they had their life together and everything. When my mom sent me to my dad, it was just my dad with my younger brother. You follow what I'm saying? So there wasn't a woman in the picture. And then he got married because, I mean, he had a teenage daughter there. He needed a woman there. I mean, it makes sense, right? And my dad did not believe me. That's what I'm saying. I'm a woman who believed my children. I believe my children. If my children ever tell me anything bad about someone I'm dating or in a relationship with, you better believe I'm going to believe my child, because, see, I was raped and molested as a child. So I know that you can go to someone and cry out for help and they will ignore you because they think you a kid. So my thing is, like, I listen to what my children say. I'm being honest. You know, too many people ignore their children and they believe the person that they with, and the person that they with is wicked as all get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, his wife kept attacking me subtly. I'm his oldest born. I'm his daughter, and I'm a teenager. And I had to go to my dad and tell my dad what was going on, and he did not believe me. And finally, my daddy believed me, because one summer I came to Tennessee, and when I took her back a gift, she threw the gift away, and then my dad caught it. He like, whoa. And then my daddy was upset because he like, my daughter keep trying with you, but you just keep being mean to her. You know, like, I'm telling you, man, these women, and you can be in a marriage with them and they will hate your children. They will hate your children that you had with other women and think you only supposed to care about the children that you have with them. I'm telling you, men on today, do not neglect your children. None of them. Not the ones that you had before your marriage or the ones that you had within your marriage. Don't neglect your babies. Your children will grow up to resent you. By the grace of God, my dad apologized to me after my oldest son was murdered. So me and my daddy's relationship has been reconciled. But what you all have to understand is, do you know the trauma and the heartache that I went through growing up because my daddy chose his wife over his firstborn? Don't do that to your children. It's not fair to your children. Your children don't ask to be brought into this world. It doesn't matter if it was before your marriage. It's still your child. And don't you ever, man, this is for somebody, because I'm telling you all, don't allow your wife to destroy your relationship with your son or daughter that you had before that marriage. I get them on. Yes, they're still married. And recently, she even apologized to me. God working. But yes, they are still married, and I am a 43-year-old woman. Yes, yes. So you got to know God is working. God is working. And I'm praising the Lord as I'm telling y'all this because I went through it. And it's sad that it took for my oldest son to die for me to get an apology from my dad, for me to even be able to go back home to my dad. But to God be the glory because the relationship was reconciled. But I'm telling you, as a woman whose father put his wife before her, don't do this to your children as a woman who has gone through this. Oh, you thought I was 35? I'm 43. God bless you. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But you all got to know. Don't let a woman come between you and your children. Don't let a man come between you and your children. Oh, but it happens so much. It's ridiculous, but it happens so much. These men will put that wife before their child from another mother. And it is sad. It is sad. I have never put a man before my children. If a man didn't get along with my kids, that's why I'm single even on today, because I be danged you think I'm going to put you before my children. Who do you think you are? You all, I'm telling you, beware of these wolves in sheep's clothing. You better pay attention to every subtle remark that witch say against your child or that warlock says against your child. You all better know that these people are wicked out here, and some of you are sleeping with the enemy. Some of you are sleeping with the enemy. Some of you are sleeping with the enemy. My dad put his wife before me, so it ain't just females who do it. Men do it all the time. I have had men who had children, and I would be like, are you going to go get your kid? And he'd be like, nah, the mama not going to let me. What you mean the mama not going to let you? Are you even trying to get your kid? Because I got an issue with a man that can pay attention to my child but don't never have his. Because I feel like you ain't no good anyway. Because how you going to take care of somebody else's kid but you don't take care of your own? It's amazing how your kid's dad can be the best stepdad to somebody else's kid but be a deadbeat dad to your own. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? How can you be a good stepdad, but then you a deadbeat to your own child? Hey, that's a word for many of you. Many of you men have done this. You neglected your own child because you didn't like the baby mama, but yet you took care of the girl that you with and her kids, but you don't do nothing for your own. Like, how can you even do that? Like, what type of man are you that you can take care of someone else's kids, but you can't take care of your own? How can you take care of someone else's kids, but you can't take care of your own? Yeah, I went through that with my daughter's dad. This man could never take care of her, but he was the best stepdaddy to whatever girl he was with and her kids, but didn't take care of his own daughter. Caused my daughter to grow up with daddy issues because she like, mama, why won't he take care of me, but he taking care of everybody else's kids? Like, do y'all know the trauma that y'all cause to your own children when you do that, men? You know, it's just amazing to me. Your men don't want to talk about that. You're a good stepdaddy, but you a deadbeat dad to the own child. You a deadbeat to your own child, but you a good stepdad to somebody else's children. The foolishness. The foolishness. Just because you not with the baby mama, just because the baby mama won't lay up and sleep with you. You don't take care of your kid, but you can take care of the girl that you sleeping with kids. You know, it's just amazing, man. You know, it's just amazing. You know, I thank God that my oldest son, his dad's wife actually loved my son. And my son loved her and loved the kids. You know, that is, and I miss my older son, but you know, with the way this world going, I wouldn't want him to be back here. I don't even see how people are constantly bringing babies into this world right now. Sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus. Oh, yeah. Now the moms will taint their children. Like my youngest son, his daddy poisoned him against me. And by the grace of God, my son realized that it wasn't me, that it was his dad. You understand? So like, I'm just telling you, so at the end of the day, it's crazy. I don't understand why people taint their children against the other person. I did not taint my children against their dad. They were old enough to see that their daddy was no good. I would tell them to love their dad and all kind of things like that. But like, they saw for themselves once they got old enough. But yeah. So like, I just pray you all enjoy your day. And I truly do pray that you all stay encouraged. But for you men, don't let no witch come between you and your child, daughter, son, whatever, that's from another mother, period, from your past relationship. Don't do it. It was done to me. It caused me to resent my dad. Do not do it. It's not fair to the child, because none of us have asked to be brought into this world. So it is not fair. Do not do it. And by the grace of God, me and my dad was able to reconcile, and me and my stepmother was able to reconcile. But it shouldn't have taken for my oldest son to die. It shouldn't have taken all these years later for us to be able to reconcile, when it never should have happened in the beginning. My life would have turned out so much differently if only my daddy would have listened. Think about your child's future. That's what you do. Stop thinking about you. You think about that child. And I pray you all enjoy your day. I pray this has blessed you on today, because I'm telling you the truth. We are overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And just know, Jesus. I just pray that you all enjoy your day in the mighty name of Jesus. You stay blessed. You stay encouraged. Ladies, don't put a man before your children, and men, don't put any women before your children. Your children need you. Your children love you. Your children matter. And if you're with someone who does not respect your child from another relationship or another marriage, you need to question, do you need to be with that person? Because it's not all about the person that you're with now, and it's not all about the children that you have with that person. You had children before you got with them, and those children matter more than anything in the world. You ain't gotta like it, but the truth is the truth. And truth be told, many of you have done this, and you need to correct it, and you need to apologize to your children for it. I pray you all enjoy your day and be blessed. Enjoy your week. And remember to be kind. Be kind. Everybody going through something. You're not going through anything alone. We are all going through. And my prayer for you is that you have a peace of mind. Man, Jesus. Just have a peace of mind on today in the mighty name of Jesus. Be blessed. Talk to you later.